Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. We're here, day number 3 of our bathroom renovation, and we've gone through, and we've actually taken the cement board and the plaster all the way up to the ceiling, and we're cleaning up here, and we're getting ready to start doing our plumbing work. Now, we have our old bathtub drain line here, which is galvanized. We're going to have to cut that and put a rubber no hub and bring our waistline right over here, so that way we have our floor centered with the drain. Now, what we're going to do in this bathroom, we're going to do a couple of things in here. We're actually going to have a bench that's going to be down here where we have actually a cultured piece of marble that's going to go on top of, which will be really, really nice. We're going to be putting a fixture in the ceiling here, so it's actually going to have right here in the center one of the downward sunflowers that's going to be up here to look really, really nice. And then we're going to have a second arm here for a shower device as well, so that way you'll have a 3-way diverter valve. So we're going to have to change up our plumbing here. We're going to be raising that up in here, and we're going to be using actually some new tile board that I've never used before. That's going to be interesting. It's ultra lightweight, which is great. It's more expensive, but as opposed to using the regular cement board, oh my God, I carried 2 sheets of that like it was nothing. In fact, here, you can take a look at me getting some of that stuff. Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm actually at Floor Decor this morning, and I was picking up some Hardy backer, and it turns out they didn't have any more 1/2 inch. So we're actually trying something new. This is a new tile backer that's known as an ultralight. Okay, it's 4x8 sheets. We're going to be using this for our shower surround, and what's amazing is it's the size of a sheet of drywall, literally. It's 4x8 foot, which is great because that'll cover more of the space with less seams. It's supposed to have a built-in vapor area, and it's supposed to do everything you need. Now, what's amazing is I'm carrying this by myself, and I got 2 sheets of it. And instead of having to, well, this is something different. This is something new. And instead of having to use actually a cement board blade to cut it, you can cut this with a utility knife. And it's completely 100% waterproof, vapor-proof, and you see it even has the dimples in here to help the mud and stuff sit in. So, and it's lightweight. So this is one of these new high-techy things that we're going to be trying. It is more expensive. It is $69 a sheet, but when you start talking about having quality work done and ultralight, this stuff, if you've ever worked with sheets of cement board before, they're 5 foot by 3 foot wide, which means you got to put several pieces in there. This will be able to go floor to ceiling in there in the space, and I won't have to worry about making any seams on it. So we're definitely going to check this out and see how good it is. It's going to be a fun technology. That's some good stuff right there. So we're going to be using that for our tile backer in here. And the nice thing about that, as opposed to the regular tile board, Hardy board, is it's 4x8 sheets of it. So we can go through and we'll have less seams in here to go ahead and get the stuff consistent. So I can't wait to try that. The other thing we have to do is, once we get our drain line and stuff put in here, is we'll be building a curb for our shower. For us to be able to get in and out of, to keep the water and stuff in here. We'll end up putting a rubber membrane down, and we'll end up pouring a mud bed. Now, there's some different ways that you can do these things. They have new technologies and things where you have, like, basically it's almost like styrofoam bases that are actually pre-made and stuff, and then you just put the sealant on top of it. But I'm kind of old school. In other words, I'm just old and don't know how to do all the new stuff. But we're going to get to going here, so I'm going to start cutting out the floor here and getting this open so we can get our drain line put in. And from there, we'll go on to getting the curb built. Okay, so we got the original waistline cut. Now I cut this back a little further because I'm looking back at the pipe. And you can see a lot of this stuff in here. In fact, the trap that was in here is still hot and smoking. The trap that was in here basically had like a little finger width-wise space in there to be able to actually drain. So you can see down in there, we got our clean cut. And we're going to use a rubber no hub piece to go in there to carry it on around. So that way we can run the new pipes and drains and stuff in here. Whew. So you can see our no hub right there connected to the galvanized, going through with our trap, and boom. All we got to do is tighten up the rings on here, and we are good to go. All right, so this bathroom doesn't have a lot of space, so I have to kind of hold the camera up high. What we're doing is we're putting down cement board, and we're putting liquid nails in between it, and we're gluing and screwing every 8 inches so that way we lock this thing together. And so we're getting this squared away, and I've got some pressure treated 2x4s over here where I'm going to go through and I'm going to build my curb. Now what I did, this piece of OSB to screw together here to hold our floor, where because we're using these 1x6s, or excuse me, they used these 1x6s 70 years ago, to make that hole, of course, fill in before we put the concrete. We got that filled, and now the 2x4s will go across, and then we can start putting our membrane in. So we're making it look a little bit better already just with the new cement board in here. Okay, so the cement board is down. We have our 2x4s for our curb put in here, and we're putting blocking in the wall here, so we put our membrane up that it holds it nice and tight, and will get us a nice good corner store. And yeah, that's the ones to go there. So Mike's getting that squared away once he's done. How much? 1/4 inch? 1/8 inch? Blade width. Okay. All right. A little too tight. So he's getting those. Oh, it's right here. There you go. Boom. So we're getting our shower pan put together there. Other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be blocking in with some 2x6s for grab bars, so that way we have something solid to go ahead and screw those to as well. So it's coming along. We have our shower pan liner all put in. We've glued our corners and stuff. Tomorrow when we come back, we'll put our we'll actually have to do the plumbing up the wall and across the ceiling for our sunflower. And we'll have to, of course, put in our new shower device, so that'll be coming tomorrow. And then we'll go ahead and put our tile backer up on the walls, and we'll pour the cement bed. Now, you'll notice that the drain is not exactly in the center, and that's actually by design. One, we end up having floor joists right here, and two, we're actually going to put a bench, a seat back here that's going to be across the back of this. So it'll still be able to drain really well right in through there. So it's actually beginning to look pretty good. And getting the cement board down on there looks a lot better. And we've ended up putting basically shims, because we have 3/8 inch drywall, and then we have like 5/8 inches of plaster. So we put a 1/2 inch spacer behind there, so that way our green board will match up, and then we'll go through and spackle up. We are going to need to take out some of the stuff was damaged behind the medicine cabinet. We'll take out a little bit more of this, but put in some more drywall and mud and tape it. But we're actually coming along pretty good here for day number 3, and getting the pan in here. If we can get the cement put in there tomorrow, then we can actually start hanging hanging tile, putting the tile down by Wednesday, which would be great. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report as well as Joe Boo's day job. And I'll see you guys later.